Now, I don't know about you, but I think this is one of my all-time favorite sandwiches. A soft shell crab is probably one of my favorite seafoods. It goes perfect on this sandwich, complemented by a nice spicy remoulade. Alright, let me show you how to go ahead and clean that crab up. First thing we're going to do is cut off the face. We're going to take the gills off the bottom, and then we'll cut off that apron. We're also got an air pocket right on top of the shell we're going to have to pop. I like to use a pair of kitchen shears for this and go right in back of the eyes and cut across the whole face. Now you could call them gills, lungs, or dead men, whatever you call them, make sure and cut them out. Just lift up that main shell on both sides and snip them right off. Go ahead and flip the crab over, and you want to peel back that apron, and then you can do the same thing and cut off that whole section. Now these are the little air pockets I was telling you about. There's actually two of them, one on both sides of the crab. And that'll stop that air pocket from exploding while it's in the hot grease. Now that we got the crab cleaned up, I want to go ahead and make a little marinade. Now I make the same little marinade for all my seafood. Pretty much mustard, beer, hot sauce, and you know I got that Boudreaux Creole seasoning. Now I use Dijon, but you could also use yellow mustard just as well. Also squeeze in a half a lemon. Add in your favorite hot sauce and just a little splash of beer. You want to use any light style lager. Make sure you season it up with that Creole seasoning and then give this a mix. Drop this in the marinade and let that sit and soak for at least 1 hour, but you could also leave this overnight. At the top of this sandwich, we're going to make a spicy remoulade sauce. It's going to be the perfect balance to go with that fattiness off that soft shell. And you know I'm using that Blue Plate Mayo. Now in a food processor, let's add 3 cloves of garlic and then squeeze in 1 lemon. Go ahead and mince that up, and you want to let that sit for a few minutes. That's going to help take away some of the bite from that raw garlic. I'm going to add in some sliced up green onions. Add in about 1 tablespoon of capers. If you don't like them, you could just leave them out. Add in a couple parsley leaves, and then you could go ahead and blend all your greens up. Now to move on to our wet ingredients, I'm going to start off with some hot sauce, and then I'm going to add in a little bit of Creole mustard. Also add in some Worcestershire sauce, and then you could go ahead and season it up. Add in about 1 cup of that Blue Plate Mayo, and then you could go ahead and blend this till it's smooth and creamy. Let's go ahead and get our dry mix ready. I'm going to go in with half a fish fry and half flour. I got my oil at 350. We're going to go ahead and bread up the soft shell, fry them up. Go ahead and shake off any excess liquid and then put them into that dry batter. Now make sure you're using that wet hand, dry hand method. That way you're not caking up all your hands. Make sure you get that dry mixture everywhere along that crab. You don't want to have any wet spots. Now when it's time to fry the crab, go ahead and put his claws in first for a few seconds and then drop them in shell side down. And that's going to help it to keep its shape. That way it comes out looking like a crab when it's done and not a big old ball of goo. Flip them over 1 time in the process, and there you go, a crispy fried soft shell. Got that soft shell looking beautiful. Let's go ahead and make our sandwich. I got this beautiful brioche bun. I'm going to put just a thin layer of mayo on it. It's going to help it toast up nice. Boudreaux's Backyard and Blue Plate Mayo. If you need this recipe, it'll be on the website. Go ahead, drop me a line. Let me know if this is the perfect sandwich or not. Crispy and crunchy. That remoulade helps balance out the fat from that crab. It's like the perfect sandwich.